once again, welcome to the ESSE intro. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. I am so excited to be here in Budapest again. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Yay. Woohoo, thank you. All right. So what is ESSE? ESSE came about quite a few years ago. I can't remember now. It's been many years, actually, because I started to do access consciousness, and I started to really become addicted to the body work of access consciousness. And my body was a little compromised, should I say, at the time. Not a happy body. And the more I was doing the access processes, the happier my body actually got. I used to be sick at least once a month, and that all stopped completely. So regardless to say, I really did as much body work, or received and gifted as much body work as possible. Now, prior to access, I was also very much liking touching bodies, but I never had any kind of formal training in massage or anything like that. But whenever I would touch somebody, I would always like to just go very deep. Now, combining that with the access tools, that's how ESSE came about. And literally one day I was driving with Gary and Dain back from a venue in Australia, because I became the sound person of access also many years ago. And all I wanted to do is reach and touch Gary on his shoulders and his neck while we were driving back in this taxi. And so he relaxed, and he was like, oh, that's really good. Can you do this once we get to the hotel? Sure. So we put up a massage table. I started working on him. And he said the next day, oh, you know that stuff you did? Can you do that again today? Sure. Like I said, I had no idea what I was doing, but apparently he enjoyed it very much. And so the next day he said, hey, can we do that again? And I said, sure. And Dain said, what about me? So this is how it all came about. Literally, I was working on Gary and Dain for a few years exclusively, just for fun. And it was at that point, at some point, I asked two questions. Number one, should I take formal massage training? And they both screamed no at the same time. And the other thing I was asking is, what is this called? To which Gary came up with the energetic synthesis of structural embodiment. Now, I have to admit, it took me many years to actually get this in a way of what that meant energetically, and I still am not sure what it means. So if you can enlighten me, okay, it's all good. I just wanted a couple of laughs out of you guys. You're so fried, you know? Everybody who's been here all day for the COP is like, so everything that is times a gazillion. We destroy non-creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and park, all nine shorts, boys, pull-bats, and beyonds. So first of all, let's do a couple things about bodies. So how many of you here love your body? That's pretty good. All right. So for all of the rest of you, everything that is, will you destroy non-creative, please? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys, pull-bats, and beyonds. How many of you judge your body at least once a day? Yup. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy non-creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys, pull-bats, and beyonds. Now, one thing actually that has been scientifically looked at and proven, but also something that Gary has been saying for many, many years, is that every judgment we have creates a structural change in your cells. Every judgment you have creates a change in your cellular structure. Okay, so please be aware of that. So what happens, and science has actually seen that, when we put a certain energy on a cell, it changes its form. It goes from being round to being elliptical. and any elliptical cell is the precursor to dis-ease. So everything you have done to judge yourself so harshly that your body is now creating dis-ease, will you just try and uncreate all that, please? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Now, the other interesting thing about that is, right now, I want to ask you a question. So truth. Could your body be over 100 years old with total ease?
Yes.
Huh. Could your body be over 200 years with ease? Truth. Could your body be over 500 years with ease? Truth. God damn it, what energy are you using right now to kill you before the age of 100? Will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Please, you guys, get this. Our bodies have capacities and abilities that we are denying them. Why? Because we all believe something together here. Ask your body right now, body, can you walk through walls? Why aren't we doing that? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. You know why? Because no bank would like that. The Berlin Wall would have been for nothing. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Are you all too young for the Berlin Wall? Is that what's going on? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. There was a wall. No, I'm kidding. It's all good. In America, we have a wall now between Mexico and the US. Just walk right through. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So just for tonight, you don't have to do it beyond tonight, but just for tonight, for the next hour, maybe, will you allow your body to be your accomplice in consciousness? Everything that doesn't allow that, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So what if your body could actually show you a trick or two when it comes to becoming conscious? More conscious, more conscious, more conscious, more conscious. So everywhere you have decided your body is the thing you have to let go of, because in spirituality, we have to let go of the body, right? Yeah. Everything that is, God, you guys are a tough crowd. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. But really, truly, how many of you have created religions that condemn the body? Created them, followed them, sold them, bought them. Come on, all your hands better go up. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Yes. And the kitchen sink. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So please, you guys, just be aware, our bodies have not really been included on this journey for the most part. Access is the only modality that I know that includes the body. It's true. And it's sad, and it's true. And you could all be happy because you're part of Access. Thanks, you guys. It's really funny to perceive all of you literally like, you guys are awesome. Thank you all for being here. I am so grateful, really, truly. You all drag yourself back here. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so to continue a little bit on this ESSE journey. So basically, ESSE is an energy that can undo the glue of judgment in your body. That's how Gary describes it. And it's really interesting lately, more and more people who have been touched with this energy are literally shifting out of certain things they've had for a long time, or even their whole lives, or whatever that might be. And it's really kind of miraculous to me, and I'm so grateful because this energy is now getting to be really something that is starting to be everywhere in the world, really, and I love it. So truly, all of you that have been working with ESSE, and there's quite a few of you here who have taken a class already, and thank you all for being here. And please, you guys, keep using this energy. What else is possible if we truly no longer judged our bodies and eliminated everything that we have done to our bodies when we judged them? So everything that brought up, will you destroy and uncreated, please, times a gazillion, and the kitchen sink, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. Cool. So, let me see. Let me see. Would you like to come up? You in the blue shirt, the guy there, you? Yes? Would you like to come up? Yes. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
Awesome.
Am I lying down?
You could sit first if you want. Because I'm just going to throw a bowl at you. No, no. I'm going to be very gentle with it. I want to pass this around. There's lots of you guys. So play with this, but please keep passing it around because it might take a while. So this, to me, is sort of a representation of the idea of how we can approach bodies in two different ways. One is there's cornstarch in here. You can eat it, but I wouldn't. It's not good. So one way is to tell a body that it should change because I tell it so. Because this gentleman here, I'm sure, has issues with his body, and we have to change them. And fix him, right? Because I'm sure something is wrong. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyond. So this is one way. So I want you to hit this body as hard as you can, okay, to fix it. Or you could also just put your finger here and wait and see what happens. Okay, sorry, now I have cornstarch on my finger. So, if there's anything that you would like to get out of this, what would it be? And maybe I should get a microphone. Fatma, can you throw this at me? Oh.
Right now.
Thank you.
The previous session or course I did was ESB, and I always wondered, are these things like pre-organized when they call somebody up? And now I know it's not, because I really didn't know that you were going to do that. I need to eat it. I was buying time to think what it was.
Yeah, I know, I got it. It's cool.
So, well, I felt really fried after today, so that as a small thing to change would be wonderful. But I think if we step it up a bit, what would be really great is, I think, if what I often perceive and other people tell me is that my energy can be a little bit on guard. Okay. So sometimes it's a little bit maybe off-putting to be approached or to have contact.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's in the space where you can work, but if that,
cool.
If that's something you could,
we could definitely play with that. So when you look at that energy, or when you're perceiving that energy, or that what you perceive as a limitation there, is there any place in your body that you are protecting, that you're defending?
I mean, I intuitively do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Cool. And you know how many of you have that too, where it's like, you know, when we have that, where we actually cover our chest, you know, and So one thing I want to say too, please you guys, you all may be familiar with Louis Hay and all these other modalities that talk about, oh, if you have something going on your knee, then that's the reason for that, and that's what you have to change. Please. Bullshit. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. You can always ask the question, is that what's going on? Okay, please don't assume that everyone who does this has the same stuff going on. That would be wonderful, but it's not true. Because we are not doing cookie cutter stuff here in Access. We're asking questions, and there's no cookie cutter thing. There is no if this, then that in Access ever. Please know this, you guys. It's never if this, then that. You have to be willing to just look at the energy of something. But when he was just talking, and then he did that, that's sort of like, okay, cool. There's something here, and it's not necessarily even relevant in a sense that it's not significant. So also anything that anyone ever tells you about their body, please don't make it significant and go, oh God, now I have to fix this. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. So when you are approaching a person, again, just sort of scan your body and have a sense of like, okay, where am I holding back or where am I defending my body? Or somebody's approaching you, yeah.
To be honest, I think it's more that I hear other people sense that.
Who does this belong to? Oops. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. Because how many people are comfortable in their body and their space? Very few. And you are aware of that because you are psychic. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyond. So please, guys, be aware of that too. It's really important that you recognize that your bodies are constantly exchanging information with everything around you. And not just even here in your little sphere, but also some people that you might be connected to from other lifetimes that live somewhere else. Maybe not even in this universe. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. Okay, so I'm going to have you lay on your back. All right, cool. I'm assuming it's warm enough, right? You can put your head in either direction, because I'll just have one pillow under your knees.
Sure. I'll go there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it doesn't, yeah, sure. Thank you. Great. What's your name?
Ron.
Ron?
Yes.
Okay. That was easy. My God. I have to admit, because some of the names here, they're like, I'm so sorry, because it sounds like we're butchering them, So Ron is pretty easy. Yeah, cool. So how do you properly start an ESSE session? I don't know. Can anyone tell me? I have no clue. I just put my hands on and I wait. I just wait and see, what is this body communicating? What's going on? Since he just pointed at his chest, I took the liberty to just put my hand here for now. But now I'm just going to wait a little bit to see how his body is going to communicate with me and what it's talking about. Now, all of you have that capacity. Please, there's not a single person in here that doesn't have that capacity. And the only thing that I have ahead of you are a few thousand sessions. So catch up, okay? So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. So please, this is the only difference. The more you're willing to actually listen to bodies and not have a point of view, the easier all of this will become. Now, the difference between this and a body work session in Access to me is that I'm engaging with the molecules in a different way. So I'm asking the molecules of his body to actually play with my molecules. So we're kind of almost like that cornstarch. We're going to get glued together, and then we're moving together. So in a way, there's no separation. So this is not like a massage where I am rubbing over the skin. This is where I'm connecting with the molecules, however deep in the body, and I'm starting to follow the cornstarch, meaning I'm letting my energy sink into his body and then allowing there to be some kind of movement. And right now it's already starting, so my right hand is going forward and down, and my left hand is going backwards towards me right now. But I'm actually connected to his molecules, so I'm not moving over his skin, I'm actually moving with his molecules, okay? And so what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what his body is creating right now. I'm literally just following that. I don't have a point of view about anything. I'm not standing here going, oh, I am freeing up your torso right now, and no, I'm just here. And just like Dain often says, the more you can just be an energy of like, hi, I am here, hi, what would you like? Hi, body. Did you have a comment about this? No, okay.
It feels wow.
It feels wow, he says. Okay, cool. Nice.
Are you keeping your hands still?
Yeah. He's like, are you keeping your hands still? Yep, I am. He's like, whoa, okay.
Nice.
My hands are not moving over his body. My hands are literally moving in the molecular structure of his body. So yes, they are moving, but it's very, very, very slow, and I'm not letting go of him in a way. So it's literally playing with the molecules. So yeah, I mean, if you guys, there's a lot of you, but anybody who is curious, please, you can have a look if you'd like to. It's not a big deal to me. If you want to climb up here and be like, what's going on? I'm okay with that. So, cool. I guess let's actually see. So I've been talking a lot, and I can see somebody online has a question. I can't see their name, but Veronica.
Hello, Suzy.
Hi.
I have a question about my body because 1 week before therapy started, I received a lot of intensity in the lower part of my back.
Okay.
And I got that it's not about physical at all because I was twice with my chiropractor. It released, but it's like return. It's something energetically that my body said to me, but I don't get it. And what can I ask else to my body to release it?
What was the last part?
What else can I ask? What question can I ask to my body to release this intensity from the back?
Well, so first of all, everything you have done to make this wrong, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And anywhere you've decided that you have to fix it, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. You like it? I have a cool facilitator. So, you know, you guys, one thing is, if you have ever already decided that whatever is going on in your body that is not working for you is something you have to fix and it's wrong, you're already starting from, even if you're asking a question, you're already starting from a very strange position. you no longer really are completely open to anything. You already have a conclusion. And your conclusion is that you have to change it for it to be okay. So what if your body was okay, even with the pain? So, or at the tightness, you know? So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. So now, really, truth. What is that? Thank you.
It's a lot of awareness about others, people's bodies.
Okay, cool. So will you acknowledge your body for how aware it is, please?
Yes.
Oh, yes. No, not really. I don't like it. Make it go away. I don't want the awareness. And, you know, I'm going to say yes because you want me to, but in truth, I just want you to make it go away forever. Right now. Amen. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. Oops, you're busted. Okay. So, but that's what we do when it's about our bodies. Make this pain go away. Make this discomfort go away. Make this tightness go away. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. But the weird thing is, it's an awareness. Are you sure you want your awareness to go away? Can you make your awareness go away?
It's like
You can try really hard, but it's not going to work. So everywhere you guys have been, this is what you call your life so far before Access. Shove your awareness under the carpet, cover it up, never to be found again. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyond. So this is the tricky part. Please, guys, it's not about cutting your awareness off. It's about becoming more comfortable with it and recognizing, okay, so what do I have? Do I have to do anything with this? Body, okay, thank you for showing me everyone else's point of view about their back or their bodies or life is hard or whatever. Thank you, body. And now, is there anything I have to do with this? Body. And all of you can pick a place right now, sorry, where something is up in your body. And ask that question. So, okay, body. Hi, thank you for the awareness. Is there anything I have to do with this? Or is it literally just like a cloud going by? Do you have to pull every cloud out of the sky and analyze it? Only if you're German. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. I can make that joke because I am one, okay? So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. So, okay. So, how's your body now?
It's better, but still there is something.
Yeah, so what is that?
It's strange. It's like I'm refusing from something.
You're refusing something? What are you refusing?
I have no words for it.
So everything
like
that is times a
something
gazillion?
that come up.
Okay. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong,
Yes.
good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poverts, and beyond. So truth, what is it?
It's about the place where I live right now. I'm not like it, but it's more suitable for
Okay,
different
cool.
reasons.
Yeah. So how much are you guys doing because it's convenient? Everything that is times a gazillion, we just join on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. A lot of times we base our living on what's convenient, and sometimes change is uncomfortable. So everywhere you're avoiding the uncomfortableness of change, will you just join on create all that, please? Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. And sometimes even your body might ask for some change. And then that change shows up and you go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So everywhere you're in the oh my God state, will you just join on creative, please? Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. Okay. So for all of you that are watching, I have a little bit of pressure on his chest, okay? So I'm not just resting my hand here. Also on my left hand, my thumb is pushing a little bit on his sternum, because that's kind of what the I just follow the energy, so that's what it's doing. And then I'm also having a little bit of a grip on his rib cage, and I'm pulling his rib cage up. And again, why? I have no idea, but that's what just showed up in this session right now here. Does that mean you guys would have done the same thing? No, because you're different, and your body is different, and when your body would engage with his body, it would do something else. Or it might do the same thing, but it's not about this is the right way to do it or the wrong way to do it. It's really just about follow the energy or the cornstarch for all of you that have been poking around in it, okay? How is that for you, Ron?
It's very nice, actually.
It's very nice, cool. ESSE is not about creating pain, okay? So this is one thing, actually, a lot of body workers have this point of view. In order to change anything in your body, it has to be painful. How many of you have done that, physical therapy or anything where it's like, oh, no pain, no gain? How many of you do sports or exercise, no pain, no gain? Everything that is times a gazillion. Will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. To me, it's never about creating discomfort in a sense of like you have to suffer in order to gain something out of this. Sometimes, yes, there can be intensity, but it's not intentional to create change. Okay, you guys, that's important. Like some pain can be just there because you are changing, but you don't have to intentionally create pain in order to know that you're changing. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. Because if you believe in no pain, no gain as a concept, then your body has to get pain every time there's a change. Because your point of view creates your reality. And your body doesn't have a point of view. Your body is like an animal. It has no point of view. If you tell your body that it should die at the age of 85, even though it could be 585, it will die for you at 85. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. So how's your body now? She started reading an email, so she's... How's your body now?
It's better. I thought it was wrong.
It's better? Okay. So what else is there?
it's like last maybe months, my body became so loud, a lot of intensity because of different reason, and
So are you willing? Are you willing to listen? What has your body been trying to tell you that you have been ignoring and avoiding? And that's for all of you. What has your body been trying to tell you that you are avoiding like the plague? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Yeah. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds.
maybe again about possibility to move to another city, to another flat, and so on. Move. Just moving.
Yeah, and maybe moving is even simpler than that. Maybe you don't have to pack your bags. What about if you moved your body more? What? What kind of movement would your body like?
Traveling. I'm travel more, but maybe I would like.
Is it
more.
just traveling, or
Even
does
more.
your body like to move, 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 move? How much do you move?
It's like
How much do you move your body?
when I'm translating, not so much. When I do yoga classes, I'm moving a lot.
And what else would your body like to move?
Yeah, it's comes up that another bodies.
Another body? You'd like to play
Yeah.
with other bodies? Yeah, why not? That's a form of movement. Everything that brought up times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. You got Ron's interest. He's like, wait a minute, who's talking? I like that energy, hello? Let me get off the table and find her. Where are you? He's like, hey, I'll move with you. I'll help you move. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Our bodies in general usually like to move. Bodies don't like to sit still. And yet, most of our jobs these days and most of the things we are doing are pretty much in a seated position. But our body's actually not enjoying that so much. So what could you add to your life by asking your body, how do you like to move? Would you like to move? And literally anything goes. Anything goes. And allow your body to move more. And what else is it that your body would like to do with that movement and whatnot? So please, you guys, it's not about, oh, I have to pick up a sport. No, it could be anything, 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 anything at all. So everything that doesn't allow you to actually perceive what your body would like, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Times a gazillion, yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Cool. So how are you doing now? I'm such
Much
a
better.
Say what? Much better? Cool. Wow, okay,
Yeah.
Cool. So something just, did you guys get that? Something just changed just from the acknowledgement of movement. So how many of you also haven't been willing to acknowledge how much your body actually likes to move? And will you change that now? Okay. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? They're all lying. Can you feel it? Like they're all lying.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I would even.
Yeah, they're lying.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all a bunch of liars. And your body knows it. It's going to say, I'm going to make you move. Nope. Nope. I want to go have a coffee with my friends. I'm not moving. Everything that is times a gazillion. Will you destroy non-creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. All right, what else, you guys? I know you all are fried, and do you have any questions? You have to grab a mic, though. May I touch you? Okay. Or go, yeah, you can do that, too. My poor team is like also fried. Do we have another camera person? Yes, go ahead, sorry.
Hi, Suzy.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to understand more my body, because when I started Access, my body started gaining weight and taking more space. And I used a lot of clearance to get back to my shape before.
Well, okay, so can I ask you a question? So
Yeah.
when you started Access, did your body show you, so how many of you, let me start a different way. So how many of you have had way, way, way less that you're eating since you started Access? Like way, way, way less. And
I'm
how
not
many
eating
of
more.
you actually went like, whoa, that's weird? Okay, because in this reality, you know, you all grew up with parents that told you that you should eat. Because my grandmother, for example, oh my God, eating was very important. If I didn't eat, my cousin, she didn't like food. So anything my grandma put on the table, my cousin was like, and I was the one that ate everything my grandmother put on the table. I just loved all of her food. Guess who her favorite grandchild was? Not my cousin. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy non-creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. In this reality, we all grow up with basically the point of view that we have to eat in order to survive. Because how many of you also had to clean your plate because somewhere else people were dying? You know, eat your food. Somewhere else people are starving. You should be grateful for what you have on your table, you ungrateful little thing. So everything that is, will you destroy non-creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. But how much food, you know how we started out earlier and I said, can your body walk through walls? And you all went kind of, yeah. A few of you were like, no, of course not. But your body wasn't talking. That was you going, no. Your body was like, yeah, I could do that. Just admit it. So how is it with the food part? So ask your body right now, body, do you require food to live? Shit. What do you mean? We don't have to eat? What? Oh no, please don't take that away from me. It's so much fun. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy non-creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. But if you truly were willing to listen to your body actually doesn't require food. Now, we all have bought into this reality here on this planet that we have to eat in order to survive. And you prove to yourself that if you don't eat, you're going to lose weight, and you're going to do this, and then you're going to die, and you're going to starve to death. So you will, because it's a point of view that we have as a whole. But if we actually change all of this, and if you were willing to really truly see the magic of your bodies and the possibility that your body is, you might also notice that you will eat less and less and less because your body actually doesn't ask for food. So everything that is, will you destroy non-creative, please? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And by the way, this is one of those moments where please, follow the rule just for me, just for fun, never tell anyone. Because if you tell people that you're eating very little, you're going to get a lot of judgment. And people are going to tell you you need to eat more. Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on credit, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Now, another thing to pay attention to is we have a being and a body. So all of us are really two. So when you say we are going out, it's true, right? My body and I. So. You guys are so cute. But the thing is, the being doesn't eat at all. The being requires absolutely no food. But guess what? The being has a point of view about eating. That is the weird part. So how often are you listening to your being? Oh, this tastes really good. Let's keep eating. And your body's like, I'm full. Thank you. No, stop, stop, stop. And the being is like, oh my God, this tasted so good. And I paid for it. So I'm eating the whole thing, okay? I'm not leaving anything. And plus, people are dying in other countries, so I have to finish my plate. My mother told me so. So everything that is times a gazillion, we're just trying on credit, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So this is the insanity that goes on between being and body a lot of times, especially when it comes to food. And so, a lot of times when you come to Access and you hear salt, sugar, and water is the thing that you mostly require as a body, a lot of people go, oh my God, I thought sugar was bad, but Access says we can eat sugar, so let's eat sugar! More! So everything that is times a gazillion, we just try on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So a lot of people, when they come to Access, all of a sudden give themselves permission. I can just eat as much sugar as I want. But again, is that actually asking your body? And I'm not saying sugar is bad. Please, guys, don't go there. No, that's not what I'm... Suzy said we shouldn't eat sugar, so no more Cokes. Okay, no. I hope you all bought shares in Coke because, oh, you guys are so fried. Forget it. The Cholo dog. I'm on a ride. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreated? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. So all of this, just to ask you right now, so did you actually listen to your body when you started Access? Was it actually an awareness when you started eating more? Or was it just some reaction to a point of view you had?
Actually, my eating habits didn't change. It's only a weight that I gained. There is a bit of what you said that
Okay,
happened
so
in me,
ask
but
your body right now, is that true? What you're just saying. So truth, is that true? Body, is what you're saying true?
Yes.
Okay. So what point of view did you create that made you gain weight?
Maybe expansion.
Pardon me?
Expansion.
Oh, so you misidentified space with weight?
Maybe.
Okay, so everything that is, so you just try on creative, please. Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. But you did say maybe. So what is it really? What point of view did you create that made you gain weight? It's almost rhyming.
Yeah. It's being visible in this new domain.
Being visible in this new domain. So is that true?
No.
No. So everything that is, so you just join on creative, please.
Yes.
Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. So what point of view did you create that made you gain weight?
Healers are big.
Say what?
Healers are big.
Healers are big. Okay, that actually randomly reads. So everything that is, so you just join on creative, please.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Yay. Okay, cool. And everything you have misidentified and misapplied with that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just discovered.
Yeah, cool. But see, you guys, your body doesn't have a point of view. Your body will literally deliver anything that you ask of it. How many of you as a kid did play with that? Where you sort of, as a small kid, you had these ideas about what your body could do and it would show you. I know you all have done that. So what if your body was really way more miraculous than you're giving it credit for? So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And then also this whole idea of having, you know, occupying more space or being bigger. So everywhere you have misidentified and misapplied that your body has to become bigger for that to be a reality, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And now also the question, is your body actually enjoying the shape you have right now?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Will you acknowledge that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So everything that made it wrong in your world, where your body is like, yeah, hello, will you just start on creative, please? Times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. It's very funny. I mean, when you look at history in general with people on this planet, the whole thing of like body shapes and sizes has changed so many times back and forth and up and down. What would your body really truly like? You know, and what if there was no right or wrong? What if it wasn't about this is the ideal body? What if there isn't an ideal body?
Mm-hmm.
And everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Let's actually do some little quick exercise here. So right now, all of you, just look at your ideal body shape, because you all have probably some judgments of your body. So is there anybody in the world that you're like, oh yeah, I would like to have their body? Like anybody. Just pick a person. If you have one, please don't force this exercise, you know, but if you're like, oh gosh, I wish I had a body like them. Okay, cool. So now, I'm all giving you permission right now to switch bodies. How many of you would actually choose it? No one. So, hello, my German logic tells me you must be then happy with your body because you don't want to switch. So you're all liars, again. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So you may have all these ideas of what you would like, but then in actuality, you're like, no, I wouldn't switch with that person, not in a million years. Wow, okay, so what if you actually started to be happy with the body you have created? What a weird idea. So everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. One other thing, you guys, so one thing actually, when I first started working with this energy and then started doing all these sessions on Gary and Dain, I literally, basically, ESSE for me is a hands-on process, you know, so I'm touching the body when I'm doing ESSE. And I thought that in order to create anything with this energy, I had to actually touch the body. But then there was this one intro where a lady came that was in a really bad car accident, and she couldn't move her neck. And she was standing in the corner while I was doing an intro, and I was working on this little boy who had an injury from playing soccer. And after the session was over, she turned to her friend and said, "Whoa, that was cool." And her friend said, "Do you know what you just did?" And she was like, "Oh my God, I turned my neck." And this was the first time she had turned her neck since she was in the accident. And so she came up to me and she was crying and she said, "I cannot believe this, but I literally just turned my head from watching you work on this little boy." And I was like, "You did what?" And that was the first time that I had to acknowledge that you all are receiving something right now, whether you like it or not. So basically, please receive it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be up here. I don't have to touch you. You might notice something changing, and you may not notice it right now, but you may notice something later, or you may have a better sleep tonight, or something will be different. So please receive.
Yeah.
Push down your barriers and receive. You don't have to be up here to receive.
Thank you, Suzy. But I have another question also. When I started Access, I had terrible pains in articulation, unbelievable. I couldn't sleep, move, anything. It was post 3 COVIDs, post depression, post burnout, post everything. And it started going away, and I got going back to movement, and I'm having my body back, and my articulation is just great. But I still have some points, like in the knee.
Okay, hang on. So this is cool, okay? So she's just telling us all the miracles that occurred, and then she said, but. And you all have been to Foundation, okay? Because otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Yes.
So what word do you avoid, please?
But.
Because everything she just said, she literally made into nothing.
Yeah.
So there's no acknowledgement of the body when you say all that and you go into but. It's really about the energy. It's not about never say the word but again, but what's the energy behind it? Okay, so if you're having this energy of like, yeah, my body did all that, blah, 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 but you literally just erased everything and every miracle that you created. So first, please, can you right now just really acknowledge your body for the change it created, but for real?
Yes.
Like, will you actually push your barriers down and really be present with that and be like, wow.
Yes. Yeah, wow.
Exactly.
It was like 1.5 years, I couldn't even cross the street.
Yeah, my God, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Yes.
Please acknowledge that.
I do.
And then it's like, okay, cool, now what else, body? You don't even have to say but.
Yeah.
Just go, hey, body, what else? What's next? Show me, body. Now what? Where do we go from here? What else is possible? Not, but body, there's still 2 things that are hurting. You're wrong. So everything that is, will you just join on creative, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So now tell me what's wrong with your body.
Actually, I just feel that my body is communicating with me. Sometimes with pain. It's like when I perceive something, I have pain in the same place each time I perceive a certain energy.
Yeah, so your body is talking to you. So what if there was nothing wrong with that?
It's not wrong, I just would like to have a communication more...
Yeah, but so be nice to your body and acknowledge it for what it knows. Then maybe it can start giving you that awareness in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, right now your body's doing this, hello.
Yeah.
And you're like, and the body goes, hello. Hello. You can laugh if you want to, it's okay. But truly, you don't listen to the little blow that you perceive because you're like, well, whatever. Yeah, I could, blah, blah, blah. No big deal. And then your body has to whack you before you actually go, ow, that hurt. Ow, body, why are you doing this? You're so mean to me.
Actually, I continue all the time to acknowledge, to thank, and to just talk again with my body. And I keep asking, just give me signs differently.
It does.
Yeah, for things it does.
Yes,
and
it does.
Yeah.
Will you start listening?
I will try to change my frequency.
I'm trying. Another word from Foundation, remember that one? I'm trying. Everything that is, will you destroy it on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. It's really about being willing to... This is a language that we've been ignoring. And again, most of you are ignoring this language because as little kids, how many of you were totally aware of what was going on between your parents, for example? And were you ever acknowledged for that awareness?
Yes.
Or were you told you were wrong? No, I'm not sad, little child. Don't worry about it. Mommy is fine. Mommy and daddy are not having any problems. But you're like, you're aware of all that, and yet your parents have been telling you all along, no, you're incorrect, you're incorrect, you're incorrect, you're incorrect. So everything you've done with your awareness, will you please destroy and uncreate all that and allow your awareness to be there for you?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And so, your body is doing the same thing. It's giving you awareness, but you have been literally trained not to listen. You have been trained to listen to the spoken word, to the lies, to all this other stuff that's going on in this reality. But listening to your awareness is something you have to retrain yourself to do, because it's not something you have been encouraged to do. From very little on, you have been trained to not listen to your awareness. So your body is giving you awareness all the time, but for the most part, you have to relearn to listen. So it's not that your body is not telling you, it's just you're not catching on yet.
Yes.
So how can you create it so you have more ease with receiving that communication rather than stifling it or ignoring it? Most likely you're ignoring it. It's like the people who say, my dog just bit the neighbor out of the blue, and he's always so friendly, and he's never done a thing. And then I talk to these people because, I work with animals and people, and then I say, well, really, so your dog has not given you any inclination? No, he's been always friendly. Well, there was this one time when the neighbor was reaching for him, we actually showed his teeth a little. But, all dogs do that, don't they? So everything that is, we destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. And that's kind of also what you do with your body a lot of times. Your body is actually giving you signs, your body is giving you information, but a lot of times you just ignore it. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Thank
so everything
you.
that
Thank
is times a
Suzy.
gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. Cool. We have a lot of questions still. What time is it? I don't want to stress everybody here. I have no idea what time it is. What is it? Okay, cool. All right, so who is next on the whole? Yes, you are. Come on, go for it. Thank you.
Okay, hello, and
Hello.
thanks for giving this session. I have a question about my hearing. My hearing has been diminishing in this last, I would say, 2 years. And at first I didn't want to listen to it. And I'm aware that I did that in order to isolate myself from some things that or in some people, or that I
So
didn't.
actually, hang on. So is that actually true?
Excuse me?
Is that actually true?
That I did that to isolate myself? No, it's not true.
Okay, cool. So let's drop that idea.
Okay.
Okay. So everything you have done to explain this for yourself or find a reason and justification for it, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Okay.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. Let me ask you something. So was there anybody that cursed you and said to you, when you're this age, wait. And for all of you, what have you been told as a kid? When you reach this age, then. Wait till you're that old, then. Those are curses, my friends. So everything you have been cursed with in regards to your body, and everywhere you're fulfilling that curse because you're either avoiding or resisting or defending, will you just try and uncreate all that, please, and return all that to sender once and for all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. So right now, all the curses that are on your bodies, let's just try and uncreate them all on 3. So everything you've been cursed with your body, that will show up at any age, will you please now revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, announce, try and uncreate it all, and on 3, return it all to sender, and fucka-lacka, schmucka it. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. So, did somebody in your family curse you that you, at one point, wait till you're my age, or something like that? Is there an energy there that reads?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, both my parents, now they're dead. They died a few years ago.
Yeah.
But both of them were going deaf.
Right, so everything that is, and everywhere you're duplicating that, or you believe that that's in your genetic system and all of that, will you just try and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. So for all of you, everywhere you've decided that your DNA has you doomed, and you're going down the road of your parents, and everywhere you've decided that you inherited whatever this is, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And will you please ask your DNA right now, is that actually true? Ask your body right now, is this true? Do we have to go down this road? Is this actually programmed? So everything that makes it true and real, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And by the way, you guys, MTVSS is the best eraser of all of those programs. Please, you guys, you know, MTVSS, especially as discussed in class. For all of you who don't know what that is, take a 3-day body class. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So how is that right now?
I was pretty much aware of all that, and I have already pot and pocked myself a lot of that. I was very well aware that this doesn't belong to me, and I have doing daily something like between 10 and 15 go back to sender.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
So did you already buy it, though? Did you already decide that this was happening? See, it's so interesting. Like when we make something real and then we try and pock and pot it, it doesn't actually go away. When you already decided that something is real, you can pock and pot it over and over and over, and it will not really go away because you've already decided it is so. You really actually have to let go of it, you guys.
Yes, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said you lost 30% of your hearing.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Okay, and then he said you need to get a little
Hearing
thing,
aid.
whatever. But
Yep.
I said I don't want that. I know my body can repair itself. It has unlimited power to do that.
Yeah, but already you've decided I can't hear no more. And now I'm trying to fix it. Do you see the energy of that? Like, there's already a decision there that this is actually there, and it's true, and it's real, and now I'm going to try and fix it. So I'm going to pock and pot it, I'm going to run body processes, I'm doing all this stuff instead of just actually being the energy of, like, body, truth, can you change this? Yes, no, yes, okay, let's change it. Everything that doesn't allow that, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And then if your body says yes, you can ask, so well, how do I change it now? So what do I have to now contribute to the change, which could be body processes, it could be all sorts of things. It could also mean go to the doctor, it could mean have an operation, it could be anything. But if you already have decided, no, I'm going deaf, but now I'm going to fight it, you're pretty much avoiding and defending all at the same time. So everything that is times a gazillion, will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds.
Yeah, I was not aware of that avoiding and defending.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Mm.
So what else is possible?
Yes, but I knew it was possible from the beginning.
Yeah.
That was just
And
that was just that little thing.
exactly, that little thing is really big, because that little
Exactly,
thing
that
is
I
running
made
your
it-
entire
that I made
reality.
it real.
Yeah, that little thing is literally running your entire reality. And it may not even be yours.
It's not mine.
Exactly.
It's not mine.
Exactly.
I mean, I know that from.
Well, good.
Not from
So
the
let
beginning.
it go.
But I asked my body.
So
and my body
let
said,
it
"No,
go.
It's not mine.
Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go. Let it go. Completely.
Just let it go.
Just completely let it go. Everything that doesn't allow that, we just try on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. See, now she's saying, fuck you. Thanks a lot, bitch. What do you mean it's just choice? Let it go. What are you talking about? You have no idea. I can't hear. It's real and true. Everything that is times a gazillion. We just try on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds.
And by the way, I'm really thankful that all of you are using microphones here in ESSE.
See?
Because I've been in some other places where they don't use microphones, and I was literally sitting at the foot of the person that was teaching, because otherwise I wouldn't get what that person was saying or teaching. And sometimes I also made another choice when we would go like in very deep states of meditation and go beyond this reality. It really served me, because I went beyond my own reality on my own path. Mm-hmm. And I realized things I would maybe not have realized without that. So at some point I also said, okay, it served some purpose. It made me discover something.
Yep.
And something awesome it made me discover before I started doing Access, really, was that I'm coming from another plan.
Cool.
You know, I was there with being with wings. And I said, how awesome that is?
Cool. How's it get better? Thank you.
How can you get better than this? Thank
Awesome.
you.
Cool. Yay. Should we take the online person? Somebody actually took their hand back down, or was she laying somewhere else before? Maybe. Okay, go ahead. Hi.
Здравствуйте. Меня зовут Саша.
Who's going to translate? Just raise your hand, translator. Lydia, is it you?
Hello, my name is...
It's Veronica translating.
Так, хорошо слышно?
Hello, her name is Alexandra.
В прошлом году я была в Хорватии, и девушка сделала мне сессию ESSE. На завтраке у меня сильно заболел желудок. Она подошла, и буквально за секунду это все ушло. И я хотела бы задать такой вопрос.
Last year she was in Croatia, and one girl made a session for her because at the breakfast she feel a pain in her stomach, and after session, this pain was gone. And the question is,
Okay.
Не могла бы ты, Сьюзи, побольше рассказать о этой сессии? Это больше как телесный процесс или есть какой-то отдельный класс, чтобы получить больше понимания о именно этих энергиях?
Suzy, can
Veronica,
you
you
speak more
have to be
about
louder,
this
my dear.
at the
Yeah, I
Please
can
louder, Veronica.
Don't hear. Is it okay?
Yeah.
No?
Better.
Alexandra, asking you about this session, ESSE. Can you speak about it more? What these energies are? Is it like a body processes in access or something else, like another class?
Well, it's a good question. I just don't know where to start, because without access, ESSE wouldn't exist. I can say that for sure, because this energy that ESSE is yes, I quote unquote started it, and it would have never come to fruition without the tools of access. And it's not part of the body class or anything, because it's not a hands-on process where you run an energy in that way. It's really, for me, like I said in the beginning, it's more about engaging with the molecular structure in a different way. So you are, anyway. Yeah, that's probably the best way I can describe it. It's really an energy that you are using, but you are engaging with the molecules. You're not running an energy through the body, or you're not activating an energy flow in the body in the same way. Sorry, guys, but I think that's the best way I can describe this. It is different, but it's not better or worse. It's literally different than running a body process. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Спасибо.
You're welcome. Thank you. I think it's you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had the ESSE course with you in Prague
Yeah.
this spring, and I had lots of fun with buddies, doing ESSE and doing other things. And in the middle of this summer, the very first time, I had a very strange experience during doing an ESSE. I felt that while I'm doing something in the body, I felt that the space is changing around me. And now I think, have I done any ESSE before, or was it the first?
Well, and what if it didn't matter?
It was really, really different than any other
Well,
session.
and honestly, like what I am doing now is nothing like when I started. It really isn't, because you change, everything changes. So there's no way that two sessions are ever alike either. Never. Never, never, never. And don't expect it, and don't expect ESSE to be the same way when you run it. It won't be the same way. And as you evolve or whatever, change, it's not even about evolving. It's not like, oh, I'm stepping up some ladders here. But really, as you are different, so will be your sessions. Because it's an energy you're working with. And you're not the same person every day.
That's right. Thank you. Can I have another question?
No.
No?
I threw him off, see?
Yeah, usually, right. as I said, normally, usually I have a lot of fun. And after doing an ESSE session on a body, I feel better. But not always. Sometimes I do feel
Yeah,
tired
but what are
and
you aware
exhausted.
of? Look, Dain always talks about in his ESB, in his classes, it's like when you touch a body and when you're working with someone, the stuff that goes on for you most likely is not even yours. So what are you aware of when you finish a session?
It cannot be that easy.
Huh?
It cannot be that easy.
Okay. So is that your point of view or theirs? Oh. Whoops. So everything that is, we just try on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. So maybe they had the point of view, whoa, he just changed something in my body. Could it really have been that easy to change it? And this might be something they have been aware of for a long time, and you just go there, doopity-doopity-doo, and they're like, oh my God, he barely touched me, and this is changing, my pain is gone, or I can move my arm, or whatever it is. And then they go, it was that easy all along? That can't be true. So everything that is, we just turn on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for everything. I had a very big pain during my periods before. After doing Access, it's a completely different situation. It's much better. But still, I can perceive a lot of energy in my genitals, in kind of secret blame, shame, and still creating some diseases. And I think I'm so stupid because of having that, and it's a circle of kind of insanity. And sometimes I want to watch in all of that, but just a little bit. And now I would really like to put bomb in that insanity.
So what is your body actually aware of with all that?
It's aware of my mother's body and sister's body.
Okay, cool.
A lot of
and
other bodies, not
I
only women.
I think you said it 3 times. You used a certain word 3 times already.
Which one?
Insanity.
Yeah, insanity.
Yeah, insanity. So how much insanity is there around genitals in general in this reality? Are we all free in our genital areas? Freedom! Everything that is times a gazillion. We just try on creative, please.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. So do you have a capacity? So how have you been avoiding that?
Oh, yeah.
So everything that is, we just turn on creative, please.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So what does your body know about all this that could actually be a contribution to other people? And you don't have to answer that, but what if you just be in that energy? So is there something there that you actually have an awareness of and that you know that you have been avoiding?
I know something else is available, but I cannot still perceive it.
That's okay. What if you just allowed yourself to actually get more awareness of this? But if you go into like, something is wrong here and I need to, again, fix it because it's hurting or because it's uncomfortable or you're not actually really asking what's going on because you've already decided it has to go away. But again, everything you are aware of is an awareness, and so you can't really make your awareness and your talents go away. You can try to hide them, you can try to shove them under the rug, but in truth, you can't actually make them go away. So everywhere you've been trying that, especially when it comes to your body, you guys, and you all have capacities that you have been avoiding. Will you just join on creative, please? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds.
I'm so dizzy right now.
Cool. Yay. How's it get better?
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Hi. Uh-oh, she wrote a note.
I not speak English. I just can.
You have to still speak into the mic, even if you don't speak English, please. Oh.
I'm going through stroke recovery. What else is possible, and how can it be even better?
I think that mic is not working anymore.
Where should I look? And
okay, hang on. Or is it? It just sounds very low. I have a hard time hearing it. So, what language do you speak? Is it
Russian?
Well, we have a Russian. Do we still have a Russian translator? We have a Russian translator. Hang on. So go ahead. You can speak in Russian. You can speak Russian. Русский.
Little bit, all right. I'm going through stroke recovery. What else is possible? And how can it be better?
How can you speak better?
Where would I look, and what process will help me?
What was the last part? How can you speak better and what? What was the last part?
Where should I look, and what process will help me?
What process?
What MTV says, what now I listen, yes. I do. Mm-hmm.
You have a hard time speaking.
Sorry, no, she said, I went through stroke.
No.
And how does it get better, not to speak better? This is
Oh, I'm now really confused. What's going on? Sorry, guys. Maybe I'm as fried as you look. It's possible. So somebody translate again. What is she asking for? Sorry.
She's had a stroke.
Oh, a stroke. You had a stroke. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. You had a stroke? That's correct?
Да. 6 лет назад был инсульт у меня. Я восстанавливаюсь, делала все, что возможно. Даже китайская медицина мне помогала. Что еще возможно?
6 years ago, she had a stroke. She did several treatments, even Chinese healing, but nothing can change it, the whole picture. What else can she do?
Да, у меня полтела не работало, а вот сейчас зафункционировало.
Half part of her body didn't work, but right now it functions. All her body is functioning.
Yeah, but so earlier, so how much did your body actually change since the stroke, and have you really acknowledged your body for that?
Да.
Are you sure?
Да.
Because to me it sounds like you're like, yeah, that was cool. And so what have you defined normal as? Everything that is where you destroy and uncreate it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So have you decided that you're not normal? So everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyond. Yeah. So everywhere you're trying to become normal again, so everywhere you decided, before my stroke, I was normal and I want to be normal again, but you're actually fucking weird, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So is there actually, ask your body right now, is there a problem with your body the way it is right now? Ask your body.
Нет. No.
Mm-mm. Cool. So will you acknowledge that, please?
Да.
Да. Okay, super. Thank you.
Ну, подожди.
Right and wrong, good and bad,
Лида, у
pot
меня
and pock, all
стопа
nine.
еще не отошла. Вот, ну, как есть, какая проблема?
There is still one problem in her foot. She is not so movable, so good as she could move. So there is a problem in her foot. Still.
Cool. So ask your body, what can I do to change this? And again, how much are you moving your body? Because again, you used the word move. Or maybe the translator used the word move, but there was the word move again. Are you moving your body as much as it would like to move? No. What would your body like to do in terms of movement?
Много спорта. Много спорта было у меня в жизни.
Into the microphone, please.
Много спорта было в жизни, но не могу сейчас бегать.
She did a lot of sport, but she can't run in right now.
Yeah, but what would your body actually like to do? Do you like to dance? Does your body like to dance? She's like,
Yes. Yes, yes.
And how much are you dancing?
Yes. Мало.
A bit, too
Not
little.
so much.
Say again?
Too little.
Too little, exactly.
Too
Yes.
little, yes.
Cool. So will you dance
Ну
more?
окей, tomorrow starting, да?
Dance.
Will be dance. Maybe this is helping.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
Я тоже на русском, можно? А у меня такое вот сердце выскакивает, особенно здесь на классе. У меня просто оно колотится, да такое стильно, и ком в горле очень давит.
Okay.
So her heart is like pumping a lot. The pulse is extremely high, and there is some intensity, something in her throat.
So what are you aware of?
О том, что я неосознанно все время думаю.
That she is not aware about it.
Okay, so you guys, I think we talked a lot about change, and sometimes these classes can bring up a lot of stuff for you guys, also in your bodies. Please, guys, one question that I always ask when something is up, body, are we dying? Are we dying? No. Okay. It's that simple. I mean, if you want to die, then fine. I mean, but if your body says, yes, we're dying, then maybe the next question would be, oh, well, do I need to go to the hospital? Do I need to see a doctor? Or just lay down and die? Like, what's up? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, plovats, and beyond. So are you dying right now?
Нет, я не умираю.
No, she's not.
Well, good. Yay! So your heart is pumping, and there's a little bit of excitement going on. Okay, cool. Is there anything we have to do about this body? Is this a problem?
Нет, не проблема.
It's a problem?
Это страх изменения.
Is it a problem for you or for your body? Is it a problem for your body? Нет.
Нет.
Да or нет?
Нет.
Нет. Ah, thank you. Okay, phew, we're done. Ah, thank goodness. Okay, Ron. I think I tortured you enough.
I've been lying here with a smile on my face for 45 minutes, so that's not true.
I didn't torture him, he says. He's been lying here with a smile. Nice. Cool. Okay. Oh, one more question. Okay, fine. Oh, gosh, one more online. Two more questions.
Okay, go online.
Yeah, I know. The translators are done, you guys. Everyone is fritzed and fried.
You can come all to Suzy's class.
Exactly. Is this... Okay, go for it.
Hi. So thank you, Suzy, for creating ESSE. With what Suzy didn't tell you, that there is a 2-day body class with ESSE where you can learn that. And my question is around, after the intro of ESSE, I had so much change that I was not prepared for, that I saw my body molecules moving and shifted in such a miraculous way that I got scared, excited. I got very excited. And since then, I can perceive that my ESSE sessions are, I kind of stop myself, that I'm like, I still would like, I know there is so much possible with ESSE, and I would like that magic and miracles that I know are possible with ESSE, and still I'm like doing limbo. Can you help me with this?
Have fun.
Oh, okay. 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 Thank you, Suzy.
You're welcome. Okay, let's hear from Ron, and then we'll send you all home. How about that? If he can get up. You don't have to say anything. If you would like to, you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, it felt really good. Maybe I can tell you later how I feel after, but it really felt very nice during, and it was very, especially in the beginning, it was very strange it really felt like your hands were kind of a little bit inside my body. So that was strange. The other thing that was strange for me was, like today, so this is the third live class that I've been to. I've done Foundation and ESB before, and now this. So it was the third one. And in the previous two classes, I always sort of found naturally people to swap bars with and so on. And here, I don't know, the energy and and today I was thinking, and I tried a little bit, but I said, no, don't force it, don't force it, trust it, But this afternoon I asked Universe, help me a little bit here And so then I was sitting there, and you're like, can you come up? And I was like, wait, what? So yeah, that was great.
Thank you. How's it get better? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll give you a hug.
Yes.
cue to go, I think.
You can if you want to.
I will go. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, cool. I want to thank you all so much. You guys stayed present and you're here. It's amazing. Truly, truly, what a gift. And yay, what else is possible with our bodies? What else, what miracles can we allow our bodies to be? And please, you guys, what if you took this little nudge I gave you earlier and saw your body as your accomplice in your path to consciousness and not as the hindrance or the thing that you have to leave behind or the thing that you're judging forever and ever. But what if we could really create something so different on this planet with our bodies together? And what would that look like? You know, and what if we could just walk into the bank and take anything out of the vault? Good night, everybody.